Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a What's New in Poundland, and a come shop with me in Poundland for February 2022. So there's lots of things to look at, including the Valentine's Day range and homeware. I'm going to start off with the Valentine's Day range because that is obviously coming up pretty quick now. So they had lots of chocolate, as you can imagine. It's always chocolate at this time of year. I really liked those Bailey's ones, they looked great. Maltesers, you can't really lose with Maltesers, they're only £2. And then they had these cute little bags as well, which are super handy if you're shopping, aren't they? Only £1. So then on to like more of the gifts section, they had those like aftershaves, which are very cheap. I don't know how they smell because they're all wrapped up. Then they had this range called Land of Nod, which I have seen in there quite a few times before. I think they also have it out for like Mother's Day and things like that, and I think some of this range is for Mother's Day too. So they had those little DIY cards there, which I think will be really sweet, especially if you've got like children that want to do it for their friends or something. It'd be quite cute. That eye mask and pillowcase set I thought looked really good actually for £5. They also had some foot masks, that was like a little essential oil roll-on that you could roll onto your temples. And they had these little sets as well, so there was like hand cream and perfume, lip gloss, nail varnish, and I think on these tickets it did say Valentine's Day and Mother's Day, so I'm sure they'll be putting more for Mother's Day, but obviously this is kind of part of it as well. And they also had that little gel eye mask and a set there. Then they had a set of these for cosmetic bags, which were £10, so I don't personally think that is particularly cheap. But then saying that if you bought them individually, it probably would be quite expensive. But anyway, yeah, they did have those. And then I really liked these little heart lights here. They had a few different ones, but you can kind of just like see the size of them. I thought they were really nice, and that is really cheap for £1. So I think that is the same card that I showed you already actually. But yeah, that one is there. And as you can see, they had a few more chocolates in there, wafers, just the usual thing really. I think most of this is probably what I showed you to begin with, apart from that one that looked really nice, Maltesers truffles I think that was. They also had some movie decider dice randomly, and some love hearts, which are always nice and like a cute little present. They had these little bags, they had chocolate hearts, and then I did think they also had like a rainbow foil as well. They had those hot chocolate bombs, which you can see, some sweets, they had marshmallows in the shape of hearts, and then also this little bag of like ladybirds, which I thought was really cute, and I did actually pick that up for me and my husband, although, well, it's for my husband, but we have actually cracked them open already. They did have quite a few different decorations, as you can see, like balloons and things like that. They also had some heart tea lights, which I think, again, that's really cheap for only £1. They had these little teddies here, which are quite good. They were one red and then a pink one as well. And just see this little box, I couldn't work it out, but actually there is a ring in it. If you bear with me, I will show you that in just 1 second. But yeah, they had a few little decorations. If you do that kind of thing, decorate your house, then yeah, you can just do that for really cheaply from Poundland. I really liked those glasses there actually, I thought they looked really good. And then this little diffuser set was only £3. And they also had a few gift sets for men, which is really good, and they're like a really good price as well. They also had that little tinsel heart there, it looked a bit Christmassy in my eye, but yeah, they had those. They also have these ducks. I swear they bring out ducks for like every event, because they also had them for Halloween, obviously Halloween ones. They had those scented candles there, again that says that is for Mother's Day, so they will be there for a little while, I should imagine. They also had just a few different like heart things, like a glass heart, and also this candle, which was a light up one. I couldn't light it up because there was a stick on the switch, but yeah, I'm sure that would look quite nice. And then this is the little box. So the box itself is actually quite cute in the shape of a heart, but there is like a little dress ring in there, which I thought was quite cute, you know, for like kids or something. They also had some confetti, as you can see there, and they also had, I think it's called a rose cloche, kind of like a Beauty and the Beast type thing, but that was nice. They also had these baskets, which I remember buying one of these for Easter, so again that's something that will probably be in for a while, but they're only £1 and they're just really helpful, and I just think that is super cheap. They also had this little fake bouquet of roses, I think that was £5. And they had something, a rabbit ring there. They also had a latte mug and coaster, and then a couple of bits, which I kind of always see those things. They were like heart money box. Now I did really like these little like trinket bowls or plates are something that I probably would buy, but to be fair, we don't really have room for it, so I resisted. But I think they were like £2 and £3 respectively, so we had a small one and then a large one. And I also really liked this little set of 3, I don't know, like a trinket dish where you could use it in your kitchen, like ramekins or something. And yeah, I thought they were really, really nice, but again, I resisted temptation to buy them. They then had some of those bigger cloches there with like flowers, and they also had lights in as well. They also had some serviettes or napkins, whatever you want to call them, and then also some table runners. So if you've got like a nice meal, you could like decorate your table really nice with all this, like put some of the heart confetti on it, and yeah, that'd be quite sweet. They also had these placemats there. That was only £1.50 for a pack of 2. I don't know if you can tell, they had like little sequins on. They also had like Christmassy ones, I remember, so it's kind of like that. Obviously these are pale pink. They also had those iridescent kind of glasses, which were really nice, and then just some extra paper. And then this, I couldn't quite work out exactly what this was. I think it's just like a photo album, but you are meant to stick the photos on the paper. So I had a little flick through to try and show you, and I guess it's kind of meant to be a bit like a scrapbook, so I think it's a nice idea. I'm not sure like how good it was, because I only had a quick little look, but yeah, it is a quite sweet little present. Randomly, I saw they had one Easter egg, so I just thought I'd show you anyway. So obviously a Peter Rabbit, we love Peter Rabbit, little Easter egg there. And then they had some gift boxes for Valentine's Day as well, so they were only £1 each. Quite small, but yeah, I thought that was quite sweet for putting in your little gifts or something. And yeah, they had a few different designs. And then lastly, they just had, well, I have to say it was actually quite a fair selection of Valentine's Day cards. I got one for my husband. We didn't really do much Valentine's Day, but whilst I was there, I thought I would get a card for him. Then it was a big clean event. They didn't have loads in this section, but I thought I would just show you this bit anyway. So they had this like air freshener device, and they had loads of Fabuloso all like colour coded, and I didn't really know it's a thing, but it looks like it's like hashtags like Blue Wednesday. I think there's like a pink, is it Wednesday or something? You may know better than me. I thought that I would show you. I've never actually used Fabuloso, but I know a lot of people do, so I thought that I would just show you the ones that my Poundland have in at the moment. So yeah, all different colours there, so whether or not some of this is new, do let me know. So then they had this like great range of like fitness and exercise equipment, which I guess kind of ties in with people. I'm sure a lot of people are doing this like as a New Year's resolution. But yeah, they had quite a lot there actually. So they had those stretch bands there, a little bag for your yoga mat, which is only £2. They had these resistance bands, which I'm not quite sure. I think they're like the bigger ones. I'm not too sure exactly what they are. Anyway, if you know, you probably know. They had an ab roller there. I remember using one of those ages ago, and it was really difficult. And then they had those push-up bars as well. They also had a fitness ball for £10. I kind of used one of these for when I was pregnant, when I was in labour. Mine was from Argos, but I think it was around that price, maybe even less. And they also had these hand grips as well. They also had some ankle and wrist weights, which were only £4, so everything in the section I think is actually a fairly good price. Like I said, I got the ball myself, a different one, but from Argos for like a similar price, so I'm sure you can get it, but I'm sure some of this does seem to me quite cheap. So they had a resistance ring there. I did Pilates once, well a few times, but I never used that, but yeah, let me know what that is for. And then also a balance board. Again, I have one of those, don't think I've ever used it. And then they did have this massage roller, which I can imagine would probably feel quite nice. And then they had these weights as well, so they're £4. And they had these yoga mats, which are £5. And I think £5, that seems a really good price for that. And then lastly, they just had this kettlebell. So on to the homeware. So I really, really love this section. So this was all new in apparently. So this is a glass oven dish with a bamboo lid, and it's got that like chalkboard on the top. So presumably you can obviously put that in the oven, and you can obviously store things in there as well, and you can like write on the top of the chalkboard label what you've got in there. So they had a big one and that small one as well. Then they had quite a few, well I'll show you those jars after. So this is like a spinning caddy, I think, which I think are really good. I think that was £3. I'm not sure if it was in the right place though, but yeah, I thought it was really useful. They had a few different caddies there, and then this was to go, I've seen these, it's kind of like at the top of your cupboard, but I couldn't quite work out how it would attached, so whether it fits onto something I'm not sure, but anyway, they have that there. They also had a few different steps like this to obviously like raise different objects in your cupboard so it's more accessible. So they had the straight one there, they had one which fits into a corner as you can see there, and as you can see on the picture they've kind of demonstrated how you might use this with like jars or spices. They also had this, I think it's a chopping board, which also converts into a wash it up bowl, which I don't know how useful that would be, to be honest with you, because obviously most people just have it separate anyway. But anyway, they had that in there, which is quite cool, little kind of gadget really. And then I really liked all these different canisters and storage containers. So they are all glass and they have bamboo lids on. So they had the one at the top there. They had like tall ones, and as you can see that tall one there is £2, a short one for £3.50. They had a larger one there. The only thing is they all had those like little metal clip tops, and I do find those kind of fastenings don't always seem to be that like resistant. They didn't seem to last that long. So some of these containers have little like chalkboard labels on them, which is great, and some of them didn't. So yeah, it's just different. You can obviously choose which top you'd like really. And they did have a chopping board, and that is slate, which you can remove as well. So I thought that was really nice. I can imagine that like at a party as well, if that's your kind of thing. That was £5, and then they also had this little one for £3, which yeah, I just thought they were really nice. And then they also had this chopping board for £3, again bamboo, and it's just in the shape of a house, but I thought that was not too bad price for that one. And then there were these little like labels which you obviously stick and use on these containers. And then finally, I love these little drinks bottles. They were glass for only £3. Also in that section, which was said was new, were some like woks and frying pans. So if you just look at the prices, the wok was £6 and the frying pans were like £7 and £10. They also had this water filter, and we actually thought about getting a water filter ages ago. We never have, but that was £10, which I think is not too bad price. And they also have this bin which kind of matches like the bamboo theme, like with a bamboo lid there. And that was only £6 for that little one, and then just a range of like baking trays and things like that. And then I did see quite a few bedding. So my Poundland doesn't have like a Pep and Co like big section, which I've seen other people have, but it just have just like a few things. But I did want to show you this bedding. So it was quite nice. It did feel quite thin though, so I'm sure the quality isn't amazing. I don't know if that price, it's not like super cheap, is it? But it's not too bad. But yeah, they had a few different ones there. So I liked the white one. They had navy, which was reversible, and a pink one too. Then they had a few little like geometric designs, which you can see there. And I really liked the waffle one actually, and I might have been tempted to buy that, but didn't have my size. Then they had a couple of throws, so it's like metallic, navy, but it did feel like really cosy. So those throws were £6, and then cushions were £5. Then other storage wise, they just had these little baskets, which you can see in white, black or grey, small circle or like a square one for £1 and £3. And that mirror there was £7, which I think is quite good. I've seen similar in Home Bargains or B&M, I think. And then they also had some hand towels as well. Then they had quite a few coffee filters, so I couldn't work out which prices were for which. I think it was a little bit jumbled up, but obviously that one again is part of the bamboo range, which I thought it was really nice. I don't use coffee or use coffee filter jugs myself, but if you do, cafetières they're called, yeah, that's the official name. I knew there was an official name, but yeah, they had lots there. And they also had those canisters, again with bamboo lids. They were metal and they were £5. Then they had quite a few different glasses. They had wine glasses and like hot chocolate I would use it for, or a latte, that kind of thing, and also like shot ones too. And they just had a few ornaments in mind, so like plant pot there, fake plants, some candles which were really nice, rose gold and silver. And they had that leaf, that kind of like tropical theme. I saw a lot of that last year. And they also had those ornaments there for £5. And then I just thought I would show you the mugs because I quite liked these. They had lots of different ones with like, as you can see, it says brain fuel, the blue one, girl boss, all you need is lemon prosecco there, and they've got tired AF, and then that one that says adult-ish. And yeah, I just thought they were quite cool, and I really liked those ombre or striped ones. I really like these little casserole dishes, so they're only small, as you can see, if you can like tell the size there with me holding it, but I think it was grey, cream and a really nice green colour, and they were £4 each. And I was really tempted by this, but again, I've never squeezed an orange or lemon. Like, well, I haven't ever owned anything like this, but it was really cute, so I just wanted to show you that. And then finally, they just had this tiny little chopping board, or like serving thing, whatever you want to call it. It was only £1.50. I just thought that was really cute. And also these little bowls, I think it was a set of 3, again for £1, which is brilliant. So that's everything that I wanted to show you in my Poundland that is new for February 2022. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I'm sure I'll be going back to either Poundland or one of these shops to do another one of these, maybe for Mother's Day, I'm thinking. But yes, please don't forget to subscribe. I'd really love to have you here. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.